Well, Israel's military says its war on Gaza has entered a new phase and that Hamas positions all across the Strip will be targeted.
We're pursuing Hamas wherever Hamas is hiding, in the north and in the south. Every rocket launcher, weapons depot, command and control center, senior commander, underground infrastructure, and any hideout where our hostages may be held. Our war is against Hamas, not against the people of Gaza.
To Tel Aviv now, our correspondent Imran Khan is standing by for us there. So, Imran, yes, this so-called new phase very much underway with things expanding in the south.
That's absolutely right, and the south is now the key point for the Israelis. Now, the reason for this, say the Israelis, even during the ceasefire, they were actually telling Israeli citizens that, and through the media, that this is where Hamas's command and control center was, that this is where senior leaders, including Yahya Sinwar, was. Now, the route into the south leads through Khan Yunis. We've seen a lot of Israeli military activity in that zone. That's what they call it. The Palestinians call it just bombardment, and that's what we've seen. And we've also seen ground forces go in. Now, this is very alarming to the Americans because they've said very clearly to the Israelis that they cannot use the same type of intensity of bombardment that they did in the north of the country. But that's exactly what we're seeing, and the Israelis are very clear that they will conduct this war as far as they see fit. But even 59 days into the war, Hamas is still able to send rockets into from Gaza into the southern communities of Israel. The last alarm going off about 15-20 minutes ago. So that's still something that's happening. And that does call into question the Israeli claims that they control the north and the central part of the Strip.
So all this is going on. Meanwhile, pressure very much mounting on Benjamin Netanyahu from the families of captives being held in Gaza. We heard from them earlier today. Let's just have a quick listen to this.
We are facing a very difficult emotional situation where the heavy disaster, along with this ominous silence, has led 136 families to despair. We request a meeting with the War Cabinet to receive updates on the fate of our family members now, not tomorrow, now. If you don't have time for us, we will go to someone else and we will find the one who will represent us.
Imran, what more do we know about this request for a meeting between the families and the War Cabinet?
Well, there was some hope for the families. Just a few hours ago, it was announced that they were due to meet with the Israeli War Cabinet, the full Israeli War Cabinet, around about 8 p.m. local. Then that meeting got cancelled. Ostensibly, say the Israeli spokesman for the government, that actually we needed to get a lot more members of the families there, that not everybody could attend. But that's been dismissed by the families. We're hearing that they're incredibly disappointed that this meeting didn't take place. The meeting is scheduled for tomorrow, so the families are hopeful that they'll be able to push their case. Now, the Bring Them Back campaign, which is the umbrella organization that represents the families, has a significantly loud voice in Israel. It is a pressure group that is able to influence certainly public opinion. By taking this meeting, they'll want that pressure to directly translate into pressure on the people that can actually change things. And what they're looking for is a ceasefire to get more people out. Now, this is going to be very difficult for the Israelis because Hamas have already said that the negotiations now are over soldiers and military-aged men and women that they have in captivity. In order to release those, they want a much more permanent truce.
Imran, we'll leave it there for the moment. Thanks for that. Imran Khan reporting there from Tel Aviv.